Alright, and welcome back everyone to the Taiko World Cup 2024. We are currently in the semifinals, and we've got ourselves a loser's bracket match here with Chile versus France. Ethan, I'm joined by Wolf.
Hello. Very
And
excited for this match.
Yeah, we've got ourselves quite a close match in seeding. 8th seed versus 10th seed. So I'm kind of thinking this might be a pretty good match here.
Yeah, so far we haven't been lucky when it comes to results this weekend. It's been a bit reminder of round of 16 where we could have had closer matches results-wise, but it was sweeps all around.
Yeah, it's just how it is, but I think this match could be the end of the sweep, I would hope. I definitely think this could be a close match, depending on how, I guess, the picks go. And speaking of the picks, we already got our bans underway, and France is going to be the first to pick, but we're going to be seeing Hard Rock 2 being banned out, and Fremod 1.
That's a first, I think. I've mostly seen Fremod 2 being banned quite a bit. The rest has been up in the air. There's been a lot of different maps being banned this time around. So that's a nice change from the last couple of weeks where, you know, the certain hidden one slot type of map was almost always gone.
Yeah.
That has changed.
I find it, I'm surprised Hard Rock 2 is banned instead of Hard Rock 1. Typically you see it the other way around, but I think this week the Hard Rock 1 is pretty brutal all around. So for some people, Hard Rock 2 is just easier to play.
But it's also rude. Both of them are rude.
Yeah. It looks like Nomad 2 is going to be our opener.
Not surprised. When you look at the couple last weeks, score-wise, France normally has the edge over Chile on the techie picks. So that's Riot, GT1, Hard Rock 1.
Yeah. France also got 7th overall in their team score on Nomad 2 last week, so they're looking pretty strong on this. So I think it's a pretty good opening pick.
Yeah. And they have a lower seeded team, so if we want to see not a sweep, we definitely want France to get this opening point.
Yeah, for sure.
Worth noting, this is a very different tech map compared to last week. It's more, once again, more similar to round of 16 one, where it's similar BPM. It's a lot about simpler bursts, but there's just a lot of them.
Yeah. I think accuracy will be the big deciding factor here. I don't think the miscount will be too crazy. I don't know, maybe I'll be surprised, but I think the main difference maker will be accuracy.
We actually had a match in the winners bracket, which also started on Nomad. No, it was second pick. And there wasn't a single full combo, and there's already one less full combo on France's side. Missing on a ninja note.
That last ninja note in particular, I've seen like 2 or 3 different players now being caught by it. Seems to catch a lot of people off guard, I guess.
I do wonder if it was extremely evil of me to have a last and note be not a big cut but a small one. I do wonder if that is the sole reason it should squares up.
You have chosen violence today.
I did. It was a pleasure to watch last match where the first 2 maps were both mine and not a single person full comboed in the winners bracket.
Ooh, okay, some early misses here from France though. Netherlands picked up a miss quite a bit earlier, but now they've sort of restored up their combo above 400. But Ranchi picked up a miss here, so that should extend out Chile's lead a little bit more. Actually, wait though, there's a miss from Ulq that I didn't spot. But still, overall, it's going to be an advantage for Chile here early on, so France is a bit on the back burner here, having to try to come back into this in the second half.
Luckily for France, they're not too far behind in accuracy. It's mostly Nethan being a bit behind Yuchi.
Yeah. Very doable for them, but that miss from Nethan is going to make things a bit more tricky. especially because they were just starting to get their combo to recover.
Yeah, France needs Chile to see a few drops here. There's one.
They didn't drop too much accuracy though, but yeah, that's what France needs right now to take this. There's not too much map here. If France are gonna take this, Chile have to start missing right now. The map is starting to come to a close here. There's not too many patterns left. Everyone on the side of Chile is holding on just enough to where they can keep the lead, and it will be an early break point here for Chile.
But even now, looking at the accuracies, I think there isn't a lot of difference between these two teams, but the miss count was just a bit much on France's side.
Yeah, and also the misses were like right around when they would get like above 400 combo, and so it would end up tanking their score even more than like it would have if they just missed in the same spot. Like if all three of those misses were in the same spot.
Yeah.
So yeah, just ended up being some unfortunate misses and this slight accuracy advantage over to Chile.
Now we're heading into Nomad Ray, the speed map.
Time for some speed. A bit of a jump in BPM compared to last week's Nomad 3. I believe last week's Nomad 3 was 270 or 260, and now it's 290.
Yeah, the last couple of weeks had similar BPMs for the Nomad 3, but this time it's very much 290 is the difference.
Yeah, it's definitely getting to that point right now where, especially like some of the like lower seeded teams that are still in the tournament are gonna start struggling a little bit. Although, thankfully, it's not like constantly hitting you with 290 BPM streams or anything like that.
Yeah, this map has a lot of rest moments actually, which would make missing be even worse, because if you miss, you have a comb section where you are behind in combo, and if you miss again, it will be far apart. Likely.
Yeah.
But I think lower seeded teams are happy that we haven't gone the same route as the last couple of years and haven't reached the 300 plus BPM yet.
Just wait till next week, TM.
Technically there's also Nomad 6, but we don't know what Nomad 6 is.
Very true. Anyways, on to Nomad 3. This would be Chile's first pick. It's there from Shiny Froakie in the beginning, though. Right as we get into a bit of a slowdown, so it's going to give France some extra free score here, assuming they can hit this.
No, but it's not a single 1-4 in this section, so you would hope that players don't miss, but we have seen the last World Cups, how, in this case it would be more like a Mutsukashi section, but how Kantan sections go.
Yanni is single tapping this entire section, I just want to note, and they're holding onto an SS. What?
Just Yanni things.
Single tappers are built different.
Can confirm I am built broken. As in, just kaput.
So far, not much has really changed. We're getting into another speed up though, so maybe we'll see some more misses coming out here, but this is looking pretty decent for France here. They're looking to try taking a breakpoint on Chile's first map pick.
Yeah, the score is kind of similar to the last map, except, well, once again, in the not picking team's favor, in this case France. But they have to be careful, the last Kia is a massive difficulty jump compared to the first few, and it's also longer.
Yeah, the stream, there's some like pretty intense streams there towards the end. The map gets pretty dense, so France definitely need to be careful. This map is definitely not over till it's over at all.
And this time the calm section does have 1-4.
Everyone is holding on to super high accuracy here. It's really just coming down to like just the miscount. Just got one more section here. The lead is slightly dwindling over to the middle. 14,000 to 15,000 instead of it being around 20,000, but still, it's in the lead for France. They're looking to try taking this, but they need to hold on just for this last Ki. Oh, but they're starting to drop a few 100s here. France needs this breakpoint here in order to set the score lead to be tied. Oh, but the miss! But Chiba actually trades a miss! Echu also trading misses! And it's just a flurry of misses there at the end, but France ends up taking it. Oh my goodness.
That was an intense last 10 seconds right there. And it's just what I talked about, like the last KI, difficulty increase, and instantly we've seen near drama happening.
That was so wild. It's just suddenly like everyone is holding on so like everyone is just completely stable, and then suddenly 3 players miss at like the exact same time. And France managed to barely take it. I think it flipped on over to the side of Chile for like a split second, but then I think the miss came from one of their players, and then it flipped back over to France just barely. That was crazy.
But it nearly flipped over again on the last few notes.
I know. Actually, like, terrifying right there. But hey, France have a breakpoint here. Now that the game is tied up, and they have their next pick here.
They definitely want. Now they know they can take points, so they definitely want to take this one. And I believe Nomad 6, the speed
Nomad.
tag. This is an interesting one because, well, Nomad 6 isn't the type of map we've seen a lot of, but it's not too dissimilar from Nomad 2. Just add speed. Which for some players probably doesn't mean anything.
You don't typically see this kind of style of map in tournaments, I've found. So it's kind of cool to see it here. Just because you don't see it that often.
Indeed.
But like, people like mapping speed tech a lot. It's just you don't see it.
It's just fun to look at. It's just like, nodes go fast in different snaps, and it looks kind of neat. I actually kind of like it. I wish we had more... It reminds me of dump charts in Mania. Which are also just really funny to look at as the person who's not playing them when they appear in World Cups.
Yeah, actually, it kind of does remind me of dump charts in Mania now that you think about now that you mention it.
And I think it's a type of map that has only gotten really recognized in Taiko more in the last couple of years. It has always existed, but normally people are like, what the hell are you doing? Stop it. And then it was ignored. But people are no longer ignoring them.
Because as it turns out, it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
If you can play it. But yeah, on to France's second pick here. We're just taking this Nomad here. Third pick in a row.
Will it be another breakpoint?
That would actually be quite funny if that was the case. Sometimes it just ends up going like that. Early accuracy drops though from Yanni here. They dropped down to like 94% there for a moment. Oh my goodness, Yanni is single tapping like some of these parts, and it's really scaring me.
Yep, as mentioned, for some players it doesn't matter at all that it's quote speed tech, because all tech picks have been speed tech so far for them.
Oh, there's a miss there from Yuji, but they don't drop too much accuracy. Oh, but there's from Yanni, and they're actually going to drop pretty... Oh my goodness, they just keep on trading. Yuji and Yanni are both missing here, but it's actually going to favor Chile here because of the accuracy difference, because Yanni's dropping out of like 96% accuracy.
Like, Yanni's percentage behind Yuji, Nevin's percentage behind all three. Ranchi Chibimasu are tied, relatively speaking, but there needs to be more happening for France to be able to take this.
Oh,
like that?
Oh, but the Mr.
Not like that.
Oh, the...
Like, they're so linked together, so tied in accuracy, they both missed at similar points. But Chibimasu did get off a bit better there. They have high accuracy than Ranchi. Not by much, but it... Ooh,
oh my, oh, that is a huge tank. They just went from around like 99% to like 96 there. And Ranchi also missing. And Brienne as well, that's like just all the combos inside of France are just wiped out. And more is coming in from Ranchi, and now the score lead is just increasing. Just advanced by so much here. I'm pretty sure Chile just have this in the bag as long as they don't just have like a catastrophic like drop here from all three of their players.
I think even the disconnect, yeah, disconnect with better 2 out of the Faust is just a lot. And Ogui, by the way, with the full combo still going.
And that's the end of the map. Gonna be yet another breakpoint here, it appears. 3 in a row.
But can we make it 4? We have to wait a bit to see that.
Yeah, if I was France, I would consider having like a tactical timeout potentially on your next pick. Assuming this isn't another breakpoint, but even then, it's like if 2 of your picks here haven't quite worked out, I would probably try to reconsider your pick strategy.
I think we kind of want to lean into the check because, as mentioned, comparing performances between France and Chile, France generally has the edge, especially on tech, but it's not been working out this time around, now that the pools have reached post-qualifiers difficulty level.
And yet again, just more no mod, and this time it's going to be the stamina map of the pool.
Streams! This time at 220 BPM, and no breaks.
The streams aren't quite as long as last week's No Mod 5, but yeah, they are still, you basically don't get a break for the next like 3 minutes and 40 seconds you're playing this map.
It's similar to No Mod 2, where in some ways there's less, but it never stops. So probably still more demanding of the players.
Yeah,
the good news, if you're a mod fan, by the way, is because this match is confirmed not a sweep, we will see at least one map that is not a no mod. When that is, we don't know.
Thank goodness. I do find it interesting that both teams are just running through the no mod pool here.
It's a rare sight, definitely.
Yeah. I wonder if both teams aren't super confident with the mod pools this time around. If they're avoiding it completely like this.
They have ramped up quite a bit from last week. Especially Hard Rock, I feel like, ramped up a lot to be more on par with Hidden than it was before. Especially Hard Rock 1.
Oh my, yeah, Hard Rock 1 is very brutal.
Then Hard Rock 2 is just straightforward 230 BPM until it ends. No relaxing there either.
I mean, as long as he can play 230 BPM Hard Rock, it's not the worst map in the world. The big issue is 230 BPM Hard Rock.
It do be fast. And people can go fast, which is the scary part.
Yeah. Alright, about to start up No Mod 5. Pretty high OD, 7.2, so if a player ends up missing on the stream, it might be slightly easier to recover on the stream, since it isn't like OD6.
That was last week's.
And there were some pretty brutal no-buffs on it. As expected from a stamina up. Oh, an early miss there from Estone.
Right at the end of the stream though, so not much happened. Other than the miss.
Yeah, and it was super early on into the map, so the combo difference won't be too extreme, but that will give France the slight edge early on. So, bit of a more calm section right here, but we're about to get into one of the first streams of the map, and let's see if maybe some players start tanking. Looks like T100's from Gintoki, but outside of that, not really too much. But now, into the first key eye of the map. Everyone's holding on for now.
Couple 100s, but nothing more.
Oh, but the Mr. S go down in the middle of the stream. Ranchi and Gintoki both missing, immediately flipping the score lead over to Chile. Ranchi also picking up quite a few 100s here on some of these streams that are pretty heavy on the KD. Now Chile with over 16,000 points. This is looking pretty good for them, but still, there is like a whole other half of this map to go.
Yeah, under normal circumstances, like on this map life, a Muji finds miss, so with Scottish will shrink. 20,000 score difference is quite a lot on a map that has this many nodes. However, because it's a stream map, it's also very easy to lose that lead.
Yeah, looks like Muji recovered pretty well though. They're still at above 99.5% accuracy. Oh my, the note lock from Esconian! Oh no, and it flips right on over the side of France. But the miss from Echu trades it out! But I think the miss is... Oh yeah, that's gonna give France the lead for now, since Echu didn't drop too hard.
But that was textbook right there, talking about how the lead can go away.
Another miss right there. Still, it's so close. There's still so much more map left here. A miss from Echu that might flip it over to the side of Chile. Oh,
it won't!
He actually trades it. Michi staying above 99% accuracy though. It's gonna give France a little bit of buffer room, but the miss from Gitoki and Esconian at the same time. I think that was on the same note. Oh my, there's just so many misses happening right now. Neither team is really able to fully stabilize, it feels like.
And we have a full KI of streams still to go. Ulqui holding a 1-100 score. Ranchi above the combo cap for France.
Yeah, Ulq needs to hold on to this combo here if Chile are going to have the chance to bring this back last second. And right now, there's a couple of others being dropped there from the side of France. It's going to lower the score lead. Oh, it's lowering even more. It could flip on over to the other side just off of accuracy. It's so close right now. It could flip on over at the last second. But the miss from Muchi! I think that confirms it for France, as long as they can all hold their combos. And they all do. Oh my.
Number 4!
We are seeing a fourth breakpoint in a row.
But Ulqui with a 1-100. Just absolutely destroying the rest of the lobby there with that score.
Yeah. Oh man. What a map right there. Very close till the very end. But yeah, as I was saying, if I was France right now, I would consider taking a tack pause to like discuss your next pick, since the last two picks have been breakpoints.
Yeah, we definitely need a change of how they approach this match, and thankfully that's forced upon them soon anyway, because there are only one real no mod left, the other's gimmick, and the rest is mod picks. So you could see DT1, which would still be similar to the picks we've seen from France so far.
Yeah. Ooh, okay,
Well,
DT1. Just a mind reader.
Not
we're gonna...
surprising.
I guess we're slowing down a little bit, even though it is DT. If you look at the base BPM of 110, it actually doesn't speed up that much in like the raw BPM of the song, despite it being double time. I think it's like 165.
Yes. So it's 1 BPM faster than No Mod 6. If you ignore its speed check part of it, which would make it 328. Then again, if you look at the player who just joined the France side, this is probably a 330 BPM map. And we're starting.
All right, let's see if now that we're going into mods now instead of just sticking to no mod, maybe France can stop the curse of breakpoints here in this match currently. Or maybe Chile could just take the 5th breakpoint here, which would be quite interesting.
I cannot tell you which match it is because I forgot, but I distinctly remember a few years ago World Cup had a match which was full breakpoints up until the last 2 picks before the tiebreaker, and it was like semifinals.
Oh wow. Sometimes it happens. So far, though, both teams have kind of shaky accuracy, but overall it's actually favoring Chile here so far. Since Ulki has some pretty good accuracy, currently above 99%, the only person in the lobby is holding that.
Yep, France needs to be careful, because even though Chile could find misses, it might not switch the lead, because they're so far beyond accuracy at the moment.
Yeah, just the accuracy from Ulq being like 99.5 nearly here. Yeah, they're actually going to hit 99.5. On a map like this, that is huge for your overall team score. Especially when it's going to be coming down to mostly accuracy, it looks like, since nobody... Oh my... I was literally just about to say those words of nobody's missed quite yet, but it looks like Chivamasu will be picking up the first miss. But will the lead actually flip over? I think the accuracy difference is it's too great. Yep. Oh, the Mr. Mieti. Okay, it's definitely going to stay on over to the side of Chile for now.
Yeah, but Chivamasu also found quite the accuracy drop, so the lead probably won't grow to be as large as it was before. Muji finding a couple misses, but 100s keep the lead static.
Yeah, but now Ulq is having to be kind of just the anchor for Chile right now. But there's not too much map really here. It might already be over, and this might just be another breakpoint unless someone just happens to drop a few 100s here at the end, and it looks like that won't be happening. And yeah, we're seeing it, a 5th breakpoint. Chile is gonna be the next one to pick here, and oh my goodness, that score from Ulq is insane. I just want to say 14 100s.
His score alone is just pushing the lead over to Chile in this map.
Yeah, that was definitely like an ultra carry score right there. Like if Ulq didn't completely pop off there, I think it could have gone over to France.
Chile might have seen a weakness in France's side in the accuracy department and are deciding to go for the high OD speed double time. We also know how the last speed map went.
Yeah. I was gonna say, both teams seem to have, like, just this exact pick in mind. Like, France is just wanting to pick all of the tech maps, and then Chile is just wanting to pick all of the speed/stamina maps. But so far, both teams have just been breakpointing each other on the other team's map picks, so, yeah, even though I would usually kind of think of Chile as, like, a pretty good speed team here, so I kind of wonder if maybe this will finally end the curse of the breakpoints, or not.
We could also see number 6. There are a lot of potentials, especially in the last quarter of this map, for weird Mrs. Chapman, because there's like a 1/3 section with a lot of SV, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot of tricky things on this map.
Will be exciting to watch for sure.
Yeah, definitely. It's a bit of a shakeup from what you normally see in DT2, but it still definitely fits the role of like a DT2 very well.
And it's still a banger song, so you can still raise your hands like you could on last week's Double Team too.
Very true. Currently, no team has a super significant accuracy advantage, although right now Chile is going to have the lead by just a handful of 100s. But we're about to get into the speed up here. Echu picking up the first miss out of everyone in the lobby as we get into the first key eye. Everyone's hitting it so far, though. Outside of that miss from Echu. Oh, Miyuchi and Shiny Froki! Huge drop right there, but the accuracy from France. Oh my goodness, but the miss from Ranchi. There's still an accuracy lead over to Chile's side, so despite the combos slightly favoring France, it is still going to be in favor of Chile for now. Especially due to Ulq just having a near SS score right now. This is absurd.
We might just see a similar case to last map at the end of the score board.
Could be how it goes, but still, it is only a 33,000 score difference at the moment.
That's roughly the lead Ulqui has on the second highest Gonfa lobby, which is Ranchi.
Yeah, Ulqui's score is definitely making this like very tough for France to really get an edge in on the DT picks. Does pick up 100 there. I think if France are going to take this, the dream would definitely be seeing Ulqui picking up a miss or an accuracy drop, but they've been playing so consistent right now. It's really hard to count on that. The lead is slowly kind of growing to around 60,000 now. And there's not so much map really. So Mieni might have just sealed it.
Has the streak ended? It definitely looks like it has.
Yeah, it has definitely ended. There is basically no map really left. And it's official. The breakpoint streak has actually ended. And it will be quite a decisive victory in the end there for Chile on that map pick. Especially due to Ulq just having a near SS score. Ulq is absurd at DT. Oh my.
Thankfully for France, there is no more DT left, and there isn't really any speed pick left either.
Yeah, so now that Chile has kind of ran out of speed picks, I kind of wonder what they're going to go for next. I kind of wonder what France is going to go for, because there is still some techie maps in the pool for sure. Like, you got Hard Rock 1. You can even pick Fremont 2, potentially, here.
If they dare. We've seen how much potential there is for solo carries now, with Ulqui on Chile's side. Which is also probably why Nomad 1 will be undesirable. We do see Fremont 2.
Ooh, okay. So Fremont 2 is a bit scary because Ulqi's been playing really well this match, so I'm kind of assuming they might go with Hidden Hard Rock here. And so there could be a slight mod advantage towards Chile, depending on how this goes.
Interesting indeed. France did have triple Hidden Hard Rock on B&U last week, so they're not entirely opposed to it, especially because the maps this week technically are a bit more mod-friendly, ignoring the pure difficulty of the charts themselves. Like, SV-wise, it's friendlier.
But the bursts on this map are deadly, to say the least.
Yes, there's really long 1-6 bursts.
Yeah, and I feel like with those kind of bursts, like if you miss once, it just feels like you're gonna miss like 10 times on the burst, unless you do it unless you miss at like the very end of the burst. So it's a little bit scary.
Yep.
But looks like we're gonna see how it goes. Oh. Okay. Oh my goodness, we're seeing a triple Hidden Hard Rock from Chile here on Fremont 2. The anti-mod pick. Okay.
And France, despite it being their own pick, only have a single Hidden Hard Rock and a hidden and a no mod.
This could be very devastating for France. This is a huge mod advantage. Like, Chile can afford a lot of misses in 100s now because of just the sheer mod advantage that is being presented with them. The question is, will they be able to, like, will they have overmodded here?
Mutual Ranchi trading at the start, but this is obviously still an advantage for Chile because they have more mods. I do wonder if France is hoping that something devastating happens to Chile on the long 1-6 burst, as just mentioned.
Yeah, they might be banking on that, but with just the sheer mod advantage, I mean, they have to really be banking on like 2 of their players just completely dropping and all of them holding on very well. So far, though, Yanni is the only Hidden Hard Rock player on the side of France. Is still holding on the FC. Everyone hits that first right there. Okay. And their accuracy is a little bit shaky, which is not what you want to be seeing if you're trying to win this pick whenever you're down this many mods.
Yeah, this seems like it could be a risky pick that will not pay off.
Yeah. Because the score lead is just increasing just more and more as it goes on. We're at about 100,000 score lead. Oh, but the missing for Olkio Miuchi, that's gonna just half their score lead right there. Went from 100,000 to 50,000 in just a flash. The question is though, can Chile stabilize here towards the end of the map? Or will they pick up even more misses and allow France to take this the last second? Oh, more misses for Olkio. The score lead's now only 30,000. It's slowly lowering. France need to hold on here though. There is enough map where they could maybe take it back at the last moment.
There's one final burst left.
And all the players on Chile hit it. If all of them hit it, then I think they're secure. This last session is so deadly. Can everyone hit it? Yanni picks up a miss though, but OQ trades it, but it's just not enough. And that's going to be another breakpoint there, favoring Chile and putting them up to match point.
So, technically beatable with a mod lineup that France had, but it would have required a very near perfect play.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just tricky to win a pick like that when you're down so many mods, because Chile were just allowed to just miss so many times there, and it just ended up not really mattering too much. Oh, no mod 4, okay. Onto the gimmick map now. And this gimmick map is quite a step up compared to last week, I feel like.
It's also completely different.
Yeah, it's also just completely different, as most gimmick maps end up being. Where it's just a new challenge every single week you have to learn. This one's just very unique though in general. I've not seen this too often.
Yeah, this hasn't been the most popular pick so far this week. I think this is the second time we see it, which isn't a lot. But also, this is the pick that Chile won against Japan last week. Just to set expectations. Could the show be over for France?
I mean, it could possibly be here. They have to win quite a few picks in a row. They have to win, let's see, they have to win 2 breakpoints and their own pick, and then win tiebreaker to win this match, just to stay in the tournament here, because this is a loser's bracket match, so the pressure's on France now.
Indeed. But we've seen this match has not been scared of breakpoints. Most results of this match have been breakpoints, except Chile's last pick. That wouldn't be unusual, just based on that history, for France to be actually able to get 2 breakpoints and their own pick.
Yeah, honestly, like, considering how the match has gone, where it's just come down to a lot of breakpoints, France could come back into this, but it is going to be an uphill battle for sure, and they got to make sure they're prepared for this. I want to remind everyone that Chile actually got a point against Japan on last week's No Mod 4. So Chile are no strangers to gimmick maps, it appears, because they had a very good overall team score. They had, like, I think they had 1 player SSing, and then like 1 with 5 100s, and then 1 with like 1 100 or something crazy.
Yes,
like,
that sounds about right.
It was like a near perfect team score from Chile on last week's gimmick map. So like, this is a bit of a scary team to face on gimmick. But they've been a bit apprehensive to pick this week's gimmick map, so maybe it'll be a bit different this time around. Apparently though, Netherlands picking up the first miss, and they're gonna pick up another miss actually. Gonna give Chile the early score lead.
This section is evil because you don't really have an indicator for where the dons are. It makes sense rhythmically, but you can't really guesstimate it like you could normally. And Nathan especially suffering from that. Yuta did find a miss, but the lead is huge for Chile right now.
Yeah, there's no stable combos inside of France right now. Like, this is already just an insane score lead. It's over 150,000. It's just going to keep on growing here, as no one on the side of France has above 400 combo. They're barely about to reach 2 players above the 400 combo barrier, but still, this is quite a daunting task to come back from. They have to really bank on Chile having a ton of misses here, That miss from Miyuchi there is a start, but still, it's an uphill battle from here. France's tournament life depends on this right now. They have to stabilize here. Oh, the misses right as we get into this next gimmick here.
The lead has gone to almost 200,000 in Chile's favor.
You found one miss, but still, it's just one miss without any 100s back with it. I'm pretty sure this map is already sealed, as looking at how many notes are really left here. Not really much map. And that's it. Chile are going to be walking away as your winners of this match, winning 6-2.
France's curtain call. They end up in top 12 of this year's TWC. Chile advances onto a match tomorrow,
where they have quite a match tomorrow. They'll be facing the winner of the United States versus Malaysia. So
that's a spooky match indeed.
Yeah, that's a bit of a scary matchup, because Malaysia are a team that I feel like they could definitely punch a little bit above their weight, but I feel like their team is probably going to start struggling a little bit with the semifinals pool now. So if they end up facing Malaysia, that could be interesting. And it could be interesting with the United States as well, since they've had a bit of a shaky match in their previous round against Brazil. So I wonder if maybe they'll come back into this playing pretty well, or if maybe Chile could maybe grab an upset there.
The expectations are high because they are the number 4 seed, so
yeah,
would assume a top 4 position, but so there are some teams, and Chile is definitely one of those teams that would also like to get a top 6 or top 4. So it will be a fight between those two teams. One to watch.
It'll be very interesting to see, but it'll be a bit till our next match, because it will be 9 hours from now at 3 UTC tomorrow, where it'll be the United States versus Malaysia. As we were just talking about that matchup. That matchup could be interesting, but I kind of wonder if maybe the pool might scale a little bit too much, and the United States might be able to take that against Malaysia. I guess we'll have to see, though.
This is unrelated, but I'm just noticing how similar the flags are. It's like stars versus the moon.
I was noticing that when I looked at when I joined the call, and I saw like the flags on the stream. Like, huh. Yeah, they are slightly similar flags. I wonder if there is actually... Is there... Like, is
I
it
have
official
no
that
idea.
one of the flags is like... I guess, is it just an odd coincidence, or are they actually based off of one of the flags? Like, they got the idea. I don't know. Interesting, though. But yeah, that'll be it for a bit. And we'll see y'all at 3 UTC for our next match, United States versus Malaysia.